Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, we are going to be talking about Robinhood. And yes, Robinhood has been getting a lot of attention, especially in the UK investing space. And as well, they've only just released an earnings report, I believe, and they've now announced that stock and share ISAs will be part of Robinhood UK. So this is going to be quite massive. So today we are going to be breaking down exactly what is Robinhood, the main positives of using Robinhood, the main negatives of using Robinhood, and how it compares to platforms like eToro. Because, as people may know, and you've been watching the content for a while, I actually use eToro as the main broker, basically, for me. So we're going to break this down. We're going to have a look at what Robinhood is. And just quickly, if you are watching this and you decide after this video you want to try out Robinhood yourself, then of course in the link down below there is a option to get a free share on Robinhood between $7 to $170 with just a deposit of $1. So let's have a look into Robinhood. So what is Robinhood? Well, Robinhood is a commission-free online trading platform that allows users to invest in stocks, options, ETFs, and cryptocurrencies through the mobile app or web interface. Now, Robinhood Markets were founded in 2013 by Vladimir Tenev and Baju Brat. I've definitely said that wrong. And is an American financial services company based in Menlo Park, California, with a mission to provide everyone with access to financial markets, not just the wealthy. Now, over the years, it did grow into one of the biggest investing platforms in America, especially among younger and first-time investors. But it hasn't always been plain sailing. And if anybody who hasn't seen the film Dumb Money, I recommend you go and watch it, especially if you are interested in any like stock films or anything. But Robinhood is actually involved in it because back in 2021, Robinhood was heavily criticized during the GameStop short squeeze for restricting trading, which caused a lot of controversy. But since then, the company has worked to rebuild trust and expand internationally, which is why we're now talking about why it's properly launched in the UK. However, one important difference that you may know is that compared to the US, payment for order flow is one of the main revenue streams in America, but it isn't allowed in the UK. So Robin has to make money off premium subscriptions and interest on customer cash balances. Now, I have listed a few platform features, like the US-based investing platform was founded in 2013, with commission-free trading of stocks and ETFs, designed to make investing simple and accessible, very popular with beginner investors, but now fully launched in the UK. But as we will go on to note, there is going to be some downsides to this. So, the positives to Robinhood UK. Well, the biggest selling point, I think, is the commission or no commission fee or FX fees for trading. So basically, commission-free trading. So that means no dealing fees, no foreign exchange fees, no hidden charges when buying US stocks. So this kind of makes one of the cheapest ways to invest in US shares from the UK. And as we mentioned, stock and shares ISAs are now available in the UK, which is a big update compared to when Robinhood first launched in the UK. Well, this is huge because it means you can invest in a tax efficient, just like you can like Trading 212, Vanguard, eToro, all the other UK platforms. Because when Robinhood first arrived, they weren't having an ISA was the biggest negative. But now it's been fixed. I think this actually could be a little bit more competitive for UK investors. Also, you got access to thousands of US stocks, interest on uninvested cash. You can buy fractional shares as well, which is good. 24-hour trading. It's simple and beginner friendly, so the app itself is very clean, and very modern and quite easy to use, as we've discovered on a video, which if you want to go and watch that, in the right hand corner there is a video on how to start investing, and I explain how to use Robinhood and other trading platforms. And I think more competition is quite good, especially in the UK, and especially how we're trying to get an option to invest in the US market. However, there is some negatives to Robinhood. Now, the big one is ETF selection is still limited or pretty much not available. That's one of the biggest weaknesses I think Robinhood has got, because US listed ETFs can't be offered to UK investors due to regulations. That is the same across pretty much all platforms. So when we did go over the last video, we described why VU and all the others is a CDF or CFD, sorry, and why you had to get a contract on them instead of the actual shares. So this is probably like one of the main negatives if you're just mainly an ETF investor. So it can feel a little bit more restrictive. There's no SIP, so despite the stock and share ISA being available, it doesn't actually offer pension investing. There's no options or margin trading in the UK, which is unfortunate because those features are currently not available. And it's not their first attempt in the UK. So it's need to remember that. So they tried to enter this market before and they pulled out, and they even tried to buy a company called Ziglu, which it didn't go through. So you need to be wary of that. So I think overall, Robinhood launch in the UK is definitely a good thing, especially with the stock and share ISA. But I've tried to cover the main points in this video the best I can, but please make sure you do your own research and decide which platform is the best for you. Overall, I think, like I say, Robinhood launching in the UK is definitely a positive move. More competition in the investing space usually leads to better features, lower fees, and improved services across all platforms, which can only benefit us as investors, surely. Well, with efficient free trading and the easy used app, and now in addition to stock and share ISA, I think Robinhood has made definitely some strong improvements and is becoming a more serious option in the UK market. However, in my personal opinion, I still believe eToro is one of the better all-round platforms. It offers a wide range of investment options, more established features, social investment tools, and more of a complete experience for UK investors. However, please note that I do use eToro more, so I kind of a little bit got biased towards that. So while Robinhood is great for US stock investing, eToro actually currently provides a broader selection of assets, more advanced tools, and greater flexibility overall. So overall, Robinhood, I think, is a solid choice, especially if you're a beginner or those focus purely on US shares. I think for me, eToro, like I say, remains the strongest all-round option, but I still think I recommend giving Robinhood a try, especially if you go to the description down below. There's currently a free share offer. It can work really well as a secondary account or place to hold separate investments alongside your main portfolio. And who knows, as Robinhood continues to develop and add more features, it could even be a bigger competitor in the UK in the future. And that is it. So I hope you guys enjoy. And like I say, go and check out the links down below. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.